Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Shoshana here to talk about some friggin' books that I read recently. Literally only 3, and one of them I'm not even going to talk about that much because I did a full individual book review for it. So, and that one is the first one, which is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sáenz. I still don't know if that is correct. I suck at life and did not look it up. I'm sorry. No lie, sometimes I feel bad for not taking the time to look up an author's name pronunciation if it's one that I'm not sure what it is right away. And I do try to. I'm not here to try to butcher people's names. And I see people comment on that all the time, like, oh, you can't even take the time. But people butcher my name all the damn time. So I feel a little less bad about it. And I don't care if people, I don't give a shit if you butcher my name. It's a different name. Anyway, this is widely loved, is YA contemporary, LGBTQIA plus representation here. 2 Hispanic American boys. I think they're Mexican American, both of them, right? Now I can't remember. They are in this little town and they become friends, and it's about their friendship, and there is a coming out situation. On my 1 to 10 scale, I gave this a 4.16, which translates to 2 pushy unicorns. I did not love this. I'm so sorry to everybody who loves this. I mean, not really, you guys are fine. You go on loving it. The characters, it's YA contemporary, I don't connect with it very well. The writing style, did not enjoy it at all. It was like this weird redundant thing kept happening. The characters, Aristotle was just overly melancholy, dramatic, angsty. And then Dante was like a manic pixie dream boy, super cute and sweet, but also relax. Yeah, it just wasn't my jam. And then continuing my Throne of Glass reread, I read Queen of Shadows, this thing by Sarah J. Maas. This thing is freaking huge. I read it, I started it reading the book, and then I got it on ebook because I was like, this thing is heavy, honestly. Yeah, this bitch is 645 pages. At any rate, yeah, I'm rereading this, so it's been a hot minute since I read this. So Kale was, again, super fucking annoying in the beginning. He always annoys me. He was just acting like he'd never met Aelin before. Being all I don't know if I can trust her. She's the queen and she might be a monster. You know, oh, she killed people. Dude, when you went and got her out of this camp, you knew she was a killer? I'm very confused. She was the literal assassin. What did you think she was doing? And then he's being all I can't trust her. Have you just met her? No, you had a fucking relationship with her. And now you're acting all brand new, you don't know who the hell she is. It just felt contrived, and he just was annoying. But then he kind of fizzled out through this book, and I was happy about it. By the end, he's there, and whatever, I'm cool with that. This one always makes me happy. I mean, always, this is only the 2nd time I've read it, but makes me happy because this is when Manon, I did find out someone said that Sarah J. Maas in an interview pronounced it Manon. I was saying Manon. So Manon and Aelin get to meet, and it's freaking epic, and I love it, and I love them, and my god. And I've said this so many times about this series that I like this series better than her other one, the Accord of This and That. I like this series in general better than that one because I don't care about Feyre. I did like the romance better in that series, and that trilogy is obviously more focused on romance. Clearly, I mean, it's just sex all the time. But yeah, Feyre and Rhysand just was more of a compelling romance to me than any romance that Aelin Celaena has had. Certainly more than Chaol, because that was just the most bland romance ever. Chaol and Celaena, I was like, why? Why am I supposed to care about this? I have not seen anything to make me be oh, swoon. It was oh, he's there and he's nice. Cool. And then Dorian too, I didn't care about that. And then I remember always feeling I was so happy that in the previous book, she becomes friends with Rowan, and I was so happy she had a male friend. And then it turns into a freaking romance, and I was always so annoyed by it. But on this reread, I was actually buying into it more, the Rowan and Aelin thing. I was liking it more. The thing I don't like is this super contrived plot device of, ooh, we can't have sex until we're in the exact right scenario. You freaking idiots are running around trying to save the literal world from literal demon kings. And you might die at any given time. Just bang it out already. I don't understand, but it's clear because she wants to have sex and he's like, no, I can't. Not while someone might hear us in the other room. When you're in a perfectly clean, comfortable bedroom, like with the doors shut, send the dude upstairs, you know? Oh, it can't be so wild like I want to be. And then when you're in the freaking woods and you're with people, and you could go off into the woods, but ooh, the little folk might see. I just can't with that whole stupid, we must wait to have sex until it is the divine time. Like, it's just such a plot device. Yeah, and I'm super jazzed to read the next one, and I started it. I should have that completed by the time Kingdom of Ash comes out. I'm sure I will. Oh, and then I need to read Tower of Dawn. I've never read that. On my 1 to 10, 7.16 translates to 4 pushinicorns. Judge me all you want for loving these books. I don't care. And then I read Kartography by Kamila Shamsi. And this was sent to me by Nashwa over at the Neon Page. She is Pakistani. This is a Pakistani author. And she sent me this. And she also sent me these postcards from Pakistan. And she sent me another... Oh yeah, she sent me the Wuthering Heights Indian edition. And this one was just like a surprise that she included because she said it's one of like her favorites. I really enjoyed this. So in this book, it's like literary fiction. I couldn't quite tell if it would be adult or young adult because I mean for a decent portion of it, our characters are in middle school, like or early high school. They're like 13, 14. And then they're in college. But then there's also elements of their parents' story in it from like when their parents were adults and their parents now. And there's a lot of, it's like the Civil War happening and it's a lot, you know? So it feels like literary fiction, but it also, I mean, technically the characters are YA, NA. Yeah, we have our 2 main characters, Kareem and Raheen, and it's a boy and a girl. Their parents are like all best friends, and so these 2 grow up, they're like soulmates from birth. They grew up, they are best friends, connected at the hip. They can finish each other's sentences, they have all these inside jokes, like they just get each other, and then they're separated for some years and just things ensue from there. There's like secrets from the past and whatever. And so we follow their parents' friend group a few times, kind of like jumping back into the past. And then we also follow Kareem and Raheen's friend group. They have a male friend and female friend, Zia and Sonia, that those 4 are also kind of like an intermingled little group. And romances ensue and this and that and the other thing. I really liked Shamsi's writing style in general. I enjoyed the characters. There were parts that were a little slower than others, but for the most part, like the tension was built where I really wanted to find out what happened. My only real problem with this was the big secret that we built up to for the entirety of this book wasn't that big of a deal to me. I could see how it affected the people when it happened, but at the same time, I don't see how it affected things to the level that it did. It was just it was a bit underwhelming. I thought it was something that would have been hella dramatic and literally ruined people's lives, but it was just kind of wah-wah. And then there was something, the ending kind of got a little rushed. Like a lot all of a sudden happened at the end. And there was something that happened after this big reveal that was like another reveal of something in the present day. And that was more of a shock to me than like the big thing that everybody kept secret for like 20 some years. But like I said, I really enjoyed the writing style, and there was some beautiful prose in here. Let me see if I can find some of I didn't notate them. So there's one quote I want to say, but it's kind of spoilery. This one isn't spoilery, I don't think, because I already said that there's a period of time where these 2 are not together, and it's talked about very soon in the beginning of the book. But this is Raheen, the girl. She says, "That night as I cried myself to sleep, I knew that somewhere in the sky, Kareem was doing the same, and some of my tears were his tears, and some of his tears were mine." Just prose like that was like, oh, that's like very poignant, you know? On my 1 to 10, I gave this a 7, which is 4 pushinicorns. And okay, that is all for now. I don't know, I'm trying not to like build up too many, and I'm reading a couple of books right now at once because story of my life, and I don't anticipate being done with them for like another week probably. So I just wanted to get those taken care of and talked about. As always, thank you so much for your time, guys, and I will chat with you later. Bye-bye.